Alrighty, so we are watching a video called I Am Begging You to Stop Caring that was submitted by the bro, OK Limbo. I have no idea who this creator is, but I will leave a link to the original video in the top of the description, so if you would like to check it out without me interjecting, you can find it there. Let's get right into it.
Once a year, I make a video that I regret. And it's time. See what I wrote there on the computer, son? Does the extra bone in black people's ankles help them run faster? Pretty good.
What? Maybe this was the wrong idea to react to over it. I did not screen this beforehand. Please understand.
Huh? What do you mean? Dad, do black people have an extra bone in their ankles? No, that's stupid. Then why are you asking people that? Well, to make them angry. So, how's the job search going? Really? You don't see how funny this is? I mean, no. You were slightly racist on the internet. Who gives a shit? No, it's not about that. Just wait for it. It'll happen any second now. Dad, we're going to get
What is going on here?
Any sec. Oh, there it is. See, just read that. The question you have asked is very deeply offensive and can be traced back to a myth perpetuated by... Yeah, I'm not reading all of that. No one does. I'm certainly not going to. How long did it take for them to look up all that shit, you think? How mad do you think they got when they saw that stupid question? It took me 3 seconds to type out. They must have wasted 30 minutes, maybe even an hour of their life, so that they could win an argument with a person that doesn't really exist. Huh. That is sort of funny.
Hi, T. I do think that there are definitely like agents of chaos out in the world like that. Like I definitely do think there are definitely troglodytes just underneath the bridges. They're ready to get you. They throw the bait out and they just stay there smirking like the dude from Courage the Cowardly Dog. I definitely do think they're out there.
Frightened? You should be. What you have just witnessed has grown into a multi-billion-dollar industry. It has underpinned successful marketing campaigns for Fortune 500 companies, built media empires which have become household names, and one day may, quite possibly, become the end of the internet. In this video, we are going to discuss the trolling industrial complex, the source of civil unrest which is tearing our nation apart, and ruining all of your Thanksgiving dinners. Remember Jake Paul's gay little slap fight with the elderly man? That was very interesting. It obviously wasn't, but everything around it, like the entire reason it happened in the first place, it's a boxing match. But it obviously was not for boxing fans. Boxing fans don't tune into boxing matches because they want to see a specific person that they don't like get their ass whooped. That's what people tune into, like, wrestling for, you know, to watch the bad guy get beat up, but everybody
ain't no way
into this match for that reason, and that reason alone. People watched this because they hate Jake Paul and they wanted to see him lose. It had over 108 million viewers worldwide. Jake Paul made $40 million in one night because you hate him. Because you can't help yourself. And you know what really fascinated me about the whole thing?
I'm feeling called out. I felt like the finger was gonna get closer, bro.
Straight out of the WWE. We live in frustrating times, where a myriad of special interest groups control our media, and also keep parking a van outside my house. In this modern age, it's difficult to ascertain whether or not Logan Paul did skin a puppy on a live stream, or if this is mere slander spread by Bangladeshi lobbyist groups. Before we continue, we must define what trolling is. Trolling is not just being mean on the internet. It doesn't mean being a jerk. It doesn't mean arguing. The term actually comes from fishing. It has nothing to do with those fucking bridge gremlins or whatever the fuck. With trolling fishing, you put the bait on the line and you drag it behind your boat. This is what trolling is. You put out bait in the form of something that someone just has to respond to. Something that makes them angry, yes, but in a way which forces a response. The goal is to get under their skin, make them angry, and then make them reply. Then, you jerk them around a little. Andrew Tate needs no introduction anymore. However, my fiancée watches my videos and she is too pure for this world. I've seen her Twitter. It's just otters and parakeets wearing sombreros. It's adorable. So here's a brief explanation. Andrew Tate says incendiary, misogynistic shit on the internet. He sells a certain lifestyle to his probably underage and definitely Indian audience. Fast cars, girls, fancy clothes worn exclusively below the waist, that sort of thing. While I'm about to get into the performance of Andrew Tate, the character which he does
Why
play,
he looked
and make
like
no
that?
mistake, it is a character.
I'm so smart.
The flowers aided like infatuated.
Higher than the average man. You people are not thinking.
I should clarify that he does suck. Not to sound libtarded or nothing, but sex trafficking is bad. Behind the character, he's not a good guy, you know. All the same, Andrew Tate did not start out his internet presence in this way. His first big tweet was, "Never seen Star Wars. None of them. Never will. OMG, you're missing out, maybe. You're missing out on being a multi-millionaire."
Not gonna lie, this is a hard tweet though. It's simple, but it's hard. It's a hard tweet. I think the first tweet I seen of Andrew Tate was definitely the depression is not real one. I think that was the first one that like got brought to my attention. I was like, all right, this is obvious bait. Like that one is like, okay.
Keep your movie. This went viral. An entire Drew Gooden video was made about it.
No, I don't think that's right.
It's easy to see why. It attacks a large and passionate group, and then makes an insane assertion, opening up Tate to easy attacks from that same group. These attacks will raise engagement and ensure virality. It really is crazy how far back this tweet was. It was a year before the pandemic, long before anyone knew who the fuck this guy was. I liked wrestling a lot as a kid. In wrestling, there's a term which you probably know: the heel. Wrestling, being essentially a soap opera with slightly more sexual tension, is all about the drama. The storylines which build up to these big events. The heel is the bad guy, the mustache-twirling villain who exists to either beat up
those
the good
Donald
guy
Trump
and make
punches
the
need to
audience
be
mad,
studied.
or get beat up by the good guy and make the audience happy. Andrew Tate, the character, is a heel. I'm not suggesting that he doesn't, on some level, believe the things he says. I'm not suggesting he's hiding a gender studies degree in his tiny shorts. Let's acknowledge the other side of the Andrew Tate character. The entire reason the character works in the first place. Drew Gooden made a video on this tweet, as I said. He took that sweet, sweet bait, but that was only the beginning. There have been endless videos about Andrew Tate since he honed his character to a fine edge, all of which made the makers of these videos money. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with Drew Gooden, you know, it's good bait, a harmless response video, whatever. I do, however, take a lot of issue with Drew Gooden's video where he said that Kosovo was not rightful Serbian land, but hey, the media has an anti-Serbian bias, what else is new? Did you know we shot down a plane once, you Now the BBC reporting on Tate's recent legal issues, for example, you know, there's nothing wrong
nothing
with
about that.
That's news. But if you're making a video about how Andrew Tate is a big, mean man, then you're doing exactly what he fucking wants.
You people are not thinking.
Making you either an idiot or someone that just doesn't give a shit and is just willfully profiting off of this, spreading his message, playing directly into his hands for whatever pittance you're getting paid.
The fact that you know him, that you've already passed judgment on him, means he's already won. He tops the popularity contest that is online e-celebrity through his infamy.
I suspect most people just love making long videos about how they're morally superior to the Romanian sex trafficker. Wow, when you put it like that, it sounds like a massive waste of everyone's fucking time, doesn't it? You're a better person than the Romanian sex trafficker. Recently, CoffeeZilla covered
He
Andrew
got a point,
Tate's
though. I'm not gonna
crypto
lie.
scam.
He got a point.
Wow, I can't believe the investment the Romanian sex trafficker told me about wasn't legitimate. Listen, I don't feel bad when someone that isn't elderly gets scammed by a crypto coin. I've played the meme stock game, actually made a little bit of money on Bed Bath & Beyond, so that was pretty nice. When you buy Tate's daddy coin...
Hey, yo. I think the only meme coin I legit, like, straight up fumbled on, just for being, like, flat out broke, was the GameStop one, bro. That had me absolutely distraught that I could not partake. Jim was definitely like, yo, there's something going on here. Then when it came to Dogecoin, I was like, a little bit. I got out too soon. I ain't gonna lie. I got out too soon. Fucked myself up. I wasn't a mean crypto coin. I was a mean stock. You're right, though. You're right. The crypto coins be like the Hawk Tua coin and all that. I got you. It's all in the same bucket of bullshit to me. It's tough. You want I put them together. They're tough. They're all in the same bucket. Fuck them. I'm broke. That's all that matters.
You know that shit's gonna crater.
What?
But you think you're gonna luck out and leave someone else holding the bags. I sold that Bed Bath & Beyond stock for $25 a fucking share, and that shit was bankrupt 2 months later. I robbed whoever bought that shit. But we both knew what was going on. We both knew the game that was being played. But back to the CoffeeZilla video. Compared to, say, making a long-winded,
Yeah, the hedge
morally
funds fellas had to
righteous
get
video
smoked. I
about
remember
how
that.
Andrew Tate is a bad guy.
I remember the
This
context.
is nothing. It's a scam. He explains how it's a scam. He talks about how Tate used to disparage crypto, whatever. But my god, the 1,000 fucking videos talking about CoffeeZilla, talking about Andrew Tate, talking about crypto. This is an industry, an entire food chain surrounding a fucking troll who posts bait. And what I struggle with understanding is what part of the food chain knows what's happening. Clearly the audience, unfortunately in this metaphor, the bottom feeders, I'm sorry guys. Clearly the audience doesn't get it. You cannot beat Andrew Tate if you're talking about him. You do not beat the heel when you drop down from the top of the cage and body slam him. That's why he's there. That's his whole point. But of course, what does Tate get out of this? He gets marketing. Insane amounts of marketing. A level of marketing that you really cannot pay for. I see his name on the internet more than I see Fortune 500 companies' names on the internet. And you may say, it's bad publicity, and I do believe there is such a thing as bad publicity. But the fact is that a big part of his appeal to his fan base, the people that buy all this shit, they love that he's this
Pretend I did
whipping
not
boy
see the
for
headline,
anyone with a
Walla.
modicum of decency. They love that you hate him. That is his entire appeal. When I was 14 and liked South Park, the church moms in my neighborhood hating it made me like it all the more. Tate's primary audience is edgy 14-year-olds. You do not win them over by appealing to their sense of decency. They probably have tried fucking half the furniture in their house. This Sunday, two internet people complain at each other, live from YouTube Stadium. Alright, this is the part of the video that actually might get me in trouble, but I'm pretty sure this cultural moment has passed. I implore you to remember the types of videos I make. I've made over 100. I've been doing this for almost half a decade now.
Oh, nah.
They range from movie discussion, to game discussion, to satirical news stuff, to shit posts, to, of course, my bread
This
and
shit
butter,
about to have to
the
get
unhinged
flushed.
history videos.
You about to
When
go off
Disney
the
cast
deep
a
end?
black person
You
as the
wallin'?
Little Mermaid. That was bait. Do I have a problem with it? Well, absolutely not. I don't care about The Little Mermaid. But I want you to consider the marketing they got from this. The endless reactions to the news, and then reactions to the reactions. Disney does not do things lightly. And while sure, I bet a great many young black women were inspired by this story of... I have no idea what The Little Mermaid is about. I did not watch Disney movies as a kid. I watched wrestling and South Park and ISIS execution videos. But you see, I'm in a sketchy place now here. What then, is casting a black, gay, or front-hold person in any role bait? Just because at Mein Kampf Uwu on X
Why did
got
he put
mad,
that?
does that mean a casting choice is nothing more than a marketing stunt? No.
the
I am
hell?
progressive. I do remember Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech where he said that he had a dream that there'd one day be an Asian in Star Wars, and I'm happy to see that we have achieved his lofty goals. Left-wing casting bait is very elegant in this way. By merely acknowledging what they're doing, you look like a dick. It's almost a dare. This is who they cast as Juliet in a recent stage production. Do you have something to say, you piece of sh? Some bait is so obvious, I simply can't.
Yo, stop playing. Wait. Come on, man. Why did he do that? Because, come on,
I don't
man.
see how you can perceive it as anything else.
I remember my grandmother saying to me, I don't care what they tell you in school, Cleopatra was black.
As a proud black Israelite, I cannot wait for the Black Moses documentary and later Yakub spin-off. Anyway, the point I'm trying to illustrate here is that the reaction is the marketing. Media companies are sharks, and the based YouTubers and Twitter mouth breathers are those weird fish that attach to them and eat dead skin. They have a mutually beneficial relationship. Entertainment companies hire sexual and racial minorities in certain roles that were formerly occupied by mostly redheads for some fucking reason, in order to bait right-wingers into giving them massive amounts of free publicity. Do you think that these companies haven't noticed that this is what happens? Massive media companies put women, minorities on the hook at the end of a line so that the biggest dicks on the internet can tear them apart, and I'm the bad guy for saying they deserve better. Well, Mrs. Black Woman, I'm pleased to say that we've got just the role for you. A role in which you fight for your rights against tyrannical oppressors. You are going to inspire so many young women. Wow, that's great. Am I gonna play a great black artist who persevered through horrible prejudice like Ella Fitzgerald, or a civil rights activist like Rosa Parks, or Queen Boudica? Boudica? A Celtic queen who led an uprising against her Roman oppressors. You know, I don't know if this will actually be good for my career. Oh, but you haven't even heard the tagline we're gonna put on the poster. Slay Queen. Anyway.
Do you know what? I'm done with this. This man needs to be stopped. I feel like this is the exact type of conversations they had ScarJo having for a while when she was really just in there bugging out. Want the fucking ghost in a shell to pop up like, yeah, I'll do the role, I'll be that.
I suggest you move to a highly secure area. This is a game that everyone all over the world is playing now, from Fortune 500 companies to influencers. And when you get mad at some dumb bullshit on your phone, you lose the game. You let the marketing companies and influencers win, because I have been a troll for the love of the game for a very long time. I know the rule. It is the only way to win the game. You do not win by hitting the heel. They want to be review bombed. They want you to make videos about them. They want you to share screenshots of their stupid fucking tweets. Here's how you win the game and make the troll mad. You win by not caring. The rule with trolling is that the first person to care loses. Feel the bait wash over you. Feel it roll off your back, like rain rolling off the back of a frog in the rainforest. Imagine the inadequacy of their genitals.
We just got a random ASMR,
small
like
penises and wide-set vaginas. That is the source of
right.
their anger.
Wide set
But
vagina is crazy.
Your genitals are perfect. Congratulations, by the way. My personal favorite is that podcast that gets a room full of OnlyFans girls together, and the girls all say horrible, horrible shit, so that lonely young men will pay $10.99 a month to watch them get hate-fucked on their OnlyFans. We are a profoundly sick society, do you understand? Alright, I've got one more. This is one that's the entire reason I'm making this video, because it's killing me. It's sucking out my fucking life force. A key ingredient to good bait is leaving a wide open angle for attack. You want to bait a leftist, well, you need to give them an easy response, which makes them feel morally superior and intellectually superior. They love that shit. If you want to bait a right-winger, you need to give them an easy open angle of attack, which makes them feel strong and or pragmatic. They love feeling like strong, powerful, salt-of-the-earth farmer types, as they sit behind their fucking keyboards. There's this guy on TikTok who I keep seeing. I don't have a TikTok. He's breached containment. He eats in front of a camera, and he dunks on liberals. As you can probably imagine, I don't follow anything partisan on the internet. There's no reason I should be seeing this shit. But I keep...
What the hell was that TikTok gonna be? What? No, I can't close that loop. My brain is not gonna allow that. It was like if Kamala could choose a white something, what just happened? I need to know the end of the TikTok bell.
Because he's the master, the platonic ideal of this modern strain of trolling marketing. He manages to both appeal to his audience of conservatives while leaving himself wide open for easy leftist retorts, which, as I said, make them feel so morally and intellectually superior.
I definitely just got it. I lost alive.
Like something, but it's usually eating. It helps him affect this air of casualness, despite the fact that this is obviously a highly choreographed formula. It's like he's barely trying. He's burning libs, just going about his day. It's like if Pinochet was making a tasty Cobb salad as he threw dudes from helicopters. It adds insult to the injury. Furthermore, he's always in public, and often even in crowded public places, to further drive home that he is not ashamed of his beliefs. He's proud of them, and they are popular. I just could not figure out, who he is? Who he really is. The man behind the bait. Is he just pure algorithm? Did he spawn from code like Uruk-hai from the fucking mud?
I always keep this fake Hollywood money in my car, so when a homeless person asks for money, then I give them like a fake $5 bill, so I feel good about myself, they feel good, and then when they go to use it, they get arrested, so I'm actually helping clean up the community.
Oh my god, he's good. Yeah, I was genuinely considering this possibility, that he was an AI construct.
Somebody gotta stop Darky Reload doll right now.
January 6th.
And another firing. President Trump's longtime personal aide, John McEntee, is out of his job. A source says McEntee was fired because he is under investigation for serious issues related to gambling and taxes.
Honestly, I suspect there was something up with his expense account, maybe. So it says here you eat 20 lunches a day on your work trips? Yes. In what world is that reasonable? Well, I had to destroy the libs. This man is a fucking genius. He started a conservative dating app with money that he pulled from Peter Thiel's slimy tentacles. He went on a conservative think tank's podcast where he talked about how to go viral on TikTok. He would certainly know. Of course, I watched the whole thing. And he just promotes the goddamn dating app the whole time. In the 10-minute conversation with the Lincoln Project, he devotes all but 45 seconds of it to his fucking dating app. A vast majority of his sick lib lunch burns comes from the official dating app's TikTok account. He's marketing his stupid fucking app. Surely, liberals aren't helping him market his stupid...
Somebody should probably let Project 2025's John McEntee know that according to the latest state-of-the-art...
It's fucking bait. He posts bait.
Smoke.
As far as I can tell, he's still pretty cozy with Trump. I've been living with this sheer dread that I'm going to read a news story that he's going to be secretary of something. He has retained influence and financial success for the past 4 years because 1, he convinced that slimy fuck to give him money, and 2, he posts excellent bait. Go look at the comment sections on his stupid fucking TikToks. God, you sure got him with that. Oh, wow, that's a really good one. Wow, you're helping him. Next time you see something on the internet that makes you angry, before you comment or reply or share or even continue to look at it, because of course the more you look at it, the more the algorithms will show it to you. Just imagine this. Just imagine giving the person that made that thing that's pissing you off.
Yo, what the hell? Oh, why? Yeah. I'm about to have to make this my YouTube banner, bro. What the fuck is the what man?
$1. Hell, imagine giving them $40 million. Alright, I've addressed the sausage factory, showing how the pig eyelids are liquefied and turned into a delectable meat paste. But let's consider the consumer experience. How this affects you, person who cannot stop taking the fucking bait. And it does not matter, by the way, what side of the culture war you've decided to build your blanket fort. I'm asking you to stop caring, to stop acting like you're doing activism when you take bait, to stop acting like you're fighting the good fight when you post a super epic response tweet or comment or make a far too long video. You're doing what they want. Behind Tate is his myriad grifts, mainly that Hustlers University thing.
And
behind
40
these
minutes is kind of crazy.
objectively stupid casting choices is a movie or show or whatever the fuck that you're marketing for them when you talk about the casting choices. Behind this fuckface is his stupid app, and behind these OnlyFans girls is, well, their behinds. That'll be $10, please. You're boxing shadows on the wall of the cave. You are tilting at windmills. You are a battery powering a machine that's torturing you for money. None of this is real.
I just want to thank the people that leave hateful comments such as this, because it has helped me finance this wonderful vacation.
Everyone on Earth knows wrestling is fake, but it seems like people are still struggling to wise up to this shit. I know this is not some independent discovery. People have been slowly talking about this more and more, but my god, it's gotta change faster. I'm sick of this bullshit. Now, before you comment that I need to touch grass, I do go outside. Okay? I read books too. I do things. I don't just scroll. If anything, this shit is keeping me from scrolling more, so I guess there are some benefits to it. Anyway, Lord knows I'm going on a walk after this shit uploads, and I suggest you join me. In spirit, I mean. Do not touch me. Anyway, this is yet another scream into the abyss. It's been a rough year, and I'm trying to get the bile out. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And don't bite the fucking bait.
All right, I have never stumbled across this person before, DJ Peach Cobbler, but I'm not gonna lie, this video was a banger. It was a little edgier than I thought it would be, but sometimes you gotta use the edge to get the point across. This is a very well put together video. And I'm gonna do a live just so you see me do it, and I'm not just, bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this subscription real quick. I definitely fuck with it. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with a lot of what he was saying. It's like taking the step back. You can definitely see the cappery, the tomfoolery. Fellas definitely taking advantage of the free marketing. Fellas falling for the thing, or I don't want to put myself out there, but like the grifters definitely do be grifting. I'm not gonna elaborate on that at all. We're just gonna leave that where that is. But anyway, yeah, that was a pretty tight video. I'm looking forward to more in the future from Mr. Peach Cobbler, and I will be leaving the link to the original video in the description so you can go check it out and check out some more of their content. Very cool stuff.